And the Canes will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Florida State's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. The flash, the style, the swagger, these two really define an era of great college football, and it's always fun to see them square off.
So well put, Reese. I mean, two flashy programs, and when they're rocking, they're rocking. The state of Florida's rocking. Everybody's wanting to go to Miami and Florida State.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. They're trying to get some breathing room from deep in their own territory. Finds his tight end. Some tough running there to create a little space and get it out to the 10.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
To throw, it's Jordan. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The sure hands, it's Branch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Just feeds the running back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
And the Hurricanes are marching down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD. Ready to try the point after.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the offense on first down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Scanning the field, it's Ward. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. Oh, look out! And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernius Coles, and because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The corners are walked up tight. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, and you could tell the QB, he drops back, and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. After the filth, got a little room. Can they catch him? Take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a return that was as they put points on the board with that 91-yarder. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Looking for a man. It's Ward. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Number 99 on to punt it away. That's the end of the first half. With the score, Miami 14.
The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Set to kick it away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Canes. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. The #1 job for the return team, get good field position. But it's much better if you just score, which he did from 90 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Ward. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loss of 3. Third down.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got it in the middle, it's Griffin. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Noles will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Takes the handoff. It's Gordon. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Zings it complete to the right. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Let's see what they've got on second down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 21, Florida State 3.
Let's go. Right. Single. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Third down coming up for the O after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising. I gotta be honest.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
The speed and swag, they got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Trying to slam in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking for a man. It's Ward. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. Busts through behind his pad. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. A first down for the offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And now on second down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Canes have moved it inside the 20. It's complete to the right. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.